Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On play action, Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And got his man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second and goal from the 1. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
Over. Put it up, it's up. Hey, take 26.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here's Rodgers to throw. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got a first and maybe more. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to change it up.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cook following the penalty. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Allen. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first, as he can only make it to the 11th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To throw, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. In motion left is Wilson.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yard. One of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now Allen again.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Right through the upright. Found it. Got it. Straight through the upright. Big hit, baby. Big hit. Make them think.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And I think the ball's out.
And it looks like the defense has got it. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Allen. Complete. Valdez-Scantling.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Allen. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
56.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10.
Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 51 yards.
And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.